Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music. So, what do um, Steven Tyler's Dream On, Stairway to Heaven, My Funny Valentine, and Purcell's Dido and Aeneas have in common? Well, it's a certain kind of emotionally manipulative chord progression. My Funny Valentine. Well, happy Valentine's Day. Let's take a look. My Funny Valentine. For a jazz pianist or a cocktail pianist, I spent a lot of time doing cocktail piano at the Holiday Inn in Peabody, Mass. I'm just saying, shout out to Cecily, great waitress. For for pianists and for composers throughout history, the descending bass line, it's a kind of a line cliche, has been a way to emotionally manipulate our listeners. Not a bad trick, works every time. Look at this list. Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, Dido and Aeneas, When I Am Laid. If you don't know this aria, When I'm Laid to Rest, Let My Wrongs Create No Trouble. Anyway, an amazing aria, an old one from the first opera, literally the first opera. George Harrison's Wild. These are things I just thought of off the top of my head. Dream On, Breads, If, etc., etc. Well, what does that sound like? It's simple. I'll just make up one for you. Okay? Yeah. That was A minor over G sharp, or was it E? I'm not sure. C over G, D over F sharp, F major, maybe A minor again, E sus7, E7. That descending line pulls at our heartstrings, doesn't it? It's a very effective way of creating tension. What's going to happen? Something about things descending, and we've been talking about things descending this week. When chords move smoothly, the voices of the chords descend. Today, we looked at the beautiful Ellington song, In a Sentimental Mood, and we discovered it had a line cliche with a descending line. It is just something that happens, right? Well, let's take a look at what happens in My Funny Valentine. By the way, a Rodgers and Hart song. It's got that same descending bass line. C minor, C minor over B, over B flat, over A flat major, F minor but still over A flat, 2-5, D minor 7 flat 5 because it's minor, 2 G altered, and then the melody happens again but just up a third. Same thing, just everything up a third. The bridge goes to the relative major. Now, of course, that chromatically descending bass line doesn't have to be drawn just from minor chords. Let's make up one and talk about how it might work. Oh, I don't know. In a major chord, we'll just start in the key of C because it's easier to track. So here I am at a C chord. If I go down to B, I could go to a E major chord, and it's just a lovely sound, right? If I go down another half step to B flat, I could go to C7. And down another half step, I could go to F. And down another half step, this is an F minor. Down another half step, this is C over G. Down another half step, this is D7 over F sharp. Down another half step, this is G7 over F over the 7th. Down another half step, this is C. Down another half step, this is C minor. Down another half step, this is D7 sus. Down another half step, this is D flat 7, a tritone substitution for G7. Down another half step, I've made it home to C. That chromatically descending bass line took me around a fairly reasonable set of chords. Listen to it one more time. C, E, which is, just inverted, C7 coming up here, which is the 5 of F, and so we get an F chord. F goes to F minor, simple parallelism. C over G. It sounds like a cadence, doesn't it? But it's not, because D7, and then D7 is the 5 of G. But we don't get G, we get G7 over F. G7 is the 5 of C. C over E. C becomes C minor. It's a beautiful kind of dark transition. It's kind of like A minor 7 flat 5, and that goes to D. D sus, D7, which is the 5 of G, but we get a tritone substitution. G7 resolves to C. Welcome to my world. It's the world of functional harmony with descending chromatic lines. It doesn't work as well in major harmony as it does in minor, but it's still pretty cool, right? Well, gee, I hope this has been useful. It's a lot of chit-chat. Take a look at it on the screen so you can dig in. My Funny Valentine, or as my band leader used to say back in high school, My Foamy Valentine, is a great example of a kind of a line cliche in a descending bass line, which is an emotionally manipulative chord progression. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.